And welcome to the all-new Sports Vision television show. I'm Dale Williams, and stay tuned for the best in local, regional, and national sports. We'll be right back.
I'm John Wells. I purchased a Hart raffle ticket and won a Mercedes, and you can too.
We'd like to thank you. Because of you, over 11,000 local citizens have been trained in hands-only CPR through the American Heart Association.
So continue to help us educate our local communities by purchasing your tickets today.
Purchase your ticket today for the 2020 Mercedes-Benz of Columbus Heart Raffle. You could be one of 2 lucky winners to win a Mercedes-Benz of your dreams. Tickets are on sale now.
We think you would really shine in the Aflac program.
Aflac? Coach Saban, we have health insurance.
Did health insurance pay for everything?
No. We still have bills.
Aflac gives you money directly to help with those.
Aflac?
And your deductibles, knee brace, whatever you choose.
Aflac sounds like a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
We try.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at Aflac.com.
The River Dragons are back in town. Be part of it this weekend as your Columbus River Dragons burn up the ice. Call 706-507-4625 or go to rdragons.com.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. We'd like to congratulate all our Sports Visions High School Football Award winners, and we'd also like to thank all our sponsors. We thank you for all what you do in the community, and we thank you for your continued support. And here's some more highlights from this year's Sports Vision High School Football Award Luncheon.
I would like to say thank you to Dale and DJ. I've been here for every one of those, or every one of the awards banquet, and what a special event this is, and how special it is for the kids and the community. There's so many different schools here, and what a representation of high school football in Alabama and Georgia, and a great representation of great coaches and great players. And again, hats off to Dale and DJ for what they do for these kids.
Absolutely, and we appreciate your service on the fields, off the fields, all the time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and wonderful event, and again, great respect for all those involved in making this happen.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sports Vision. Now with some more Callaway students that have received awards as well. First of all, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
All right, tell us your name and what award you received.
I'm Tate Johnson. I'm an offensive lineman for Callaway, and I received the 2019 Chick-fil-A Offensive Lineman of the Year.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and I just want to say to Sports Vision, thank you for putting on such a great banquet. Had a lot of good speakers here today, a lot of good advice, and we all had a great time. I just want to thank Sports Vision.
Awesome, awesome. That's wonderful. Tell us your name and your award as well.
I'm Demetrius Cole from Callaway. I play quarterback. I received Offensive Player of the Year.
Awesome. Okay, and what would you like to say to Sports Vision?
And Sports Vision, I want to say thank you for your recognition and appreciate the banquet.
Awesome, awesome. I love what you said that you received a lot today. Your name and your award.
My name is Anthony Elliott, and I received the Callaway Defensive Player of the Year.
Wow.
I just want to say to Sports Vision, thank you for recognizing everybody who works hard.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure it really means a lot. It goes to show you somebody is watching you at all times when you're not watching. All right. Well, congratulations. Senior, juniors, tell us.
Senior.
I'm junior.
Senior.
All right. Callaway, congratulations. Thank you, Sports Vision. Some more award recipients here at Sports Vision 12th Annual Football Awards Luncheon. Congratulations. Jordan, I heard.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Tell us your name.
My name is Antonio Wilson. I want to thank Sports Vision for this opportunity.
Oh, and what award?
Defense player.
Okay, go ahead. Junior, senior?
Freshman.
Freshman. You go ahead on, boy. Oh. All right, how about you?
I'm Terrell Barnes with Jordan High School, Offensive Player of the Year.
Awesome.
I want to thank Sports Division for this opportunity. Thank you.
Absolutely. What year in high school are you?
This is my senior year.
Senior. Congratulations. What you going to do after high school?
Go to college.
All right. Do you know what you're going to do? What you want to do?
Coach. I'm going to go for coaching.
See?
Communication.
Awesome. See, this is what's happening. The young people that are coming here, all the knowledge and wisdom being poured into them, they got it. They're going to change the game. It's Sports Vision 12th Annual Football Awards Luncheon. Talking to some more amazing athletes. This is Northside, right? Northside High School. Tell us your name and what award.
Brandon Barker, Defensive Player for Northside Award.
Awesome. And you're a senior?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What would you like to say?
I want to thank Sports Vision for just letting us come out here.
Absolutely. Feels good to be recognized
Yes, ma'am.
for your achievement. How about you? What's your name?
I'm Joshua Bogan. I'm a senior, and I play running back at Northside High School, and I won Offensive Player of the Year.
Awesome, awesome. Congratulations. And do you know what you're going to do after high school?
Yes, but I just want to go to college. It don't really matter. I just want to have a future.
Amen. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you. Congratulations. We're so proud of you. All I can say is change the whole game. I love it. This is what's happening here at Sports Vision 12th Annual. We just caught up with Mrs. Debbie Crowell, which is Isaiah Crowell's mother, NFL player. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
I had to chase you down.
Well, thank you.
Well, I saw that a student has received the Isaiah Crowell's Awards, and we will catch up with him afterwards. But because you are a mother that has raised an athlete and supported him, pushed him, prayed for him, nourished him, I want you to speak from your heart to mothers out there because you always do it so well and eloquently.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Loretta. Well, this is for the mothers that raising athletes. First of all, you have to be there. You have to be present. Student first, athlete second. That was always my motto. Then you have to keep praying and keep talking and keep going. It's a lot of work. It's not easy at all, but it's well worth it. And I tell you just to talk to your students, talk to your children, talk to their friends, try to encourage everybody. Everybody reach one. Each one reach one. And if all of us reach one, then we'll get the dream done. And you have to keep the streets from them. The streets is what gets our kids. So everybody have to be on your side. It takes a whole village. So if you just keep praying and keep talking and be present in their lives, it goes a long ways.
Absolutely. I just love that. And I know that's a blessing because there are so many young students that we see are about to go off into college and embark on a career path they've never been on. And so this mother right here, she done it all. And we're so proud of Isaiah Crowell.
Thank you.
Tell us, let everyone know who he's playing with.
Yeah, Isaiah Crowell, my son, he plays for the Oakland Raiders. He's a running back.
Awesome.
Very blessed, very blessed.
Absolutely. This is what's happening here at Sports Vision 12th Annual Football Awards Luncheon. It's here in Columbus. We are talking to Kyrie McCoy, who is the recipient of the Isaiah Crowell's Award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You look like you Isaiah Crowell's brother.
Thank you. That means a lot.
I'm sure it does. What school?
Carver. George Washington Carver. Yes,
all right. What year in your high schools?
I'm class of 2020.
Oh, congratulations. All right. Do you know where you're going to go after graduating from high school?
I don't even know right now.
Still, okay. There you go. Smart man. What would you like to say to Sports Vision? Because this is a huge honor.
I would like to thank Sports Vision for everything.
Awesome. Well, we're so proud of you. In what position you play?
Thank you. I play running back and I play slot.
Oh, my Lord. You know what Crowell plays, right?
He play running back.
Okay. All right. Look like you're training there. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right. Thank you. Sports Vision.
Awesome. Sports Vision, thank you again. The students really, really appreciate it to know that someone sees their achievements. It's here on cable TV.
You, me, a little time is all it takes to make us smile. It's better when we get together. Me, myself, and I, we can get along just fine. It's better when we get together.
Oh, you got me. What is that, a photo? You're gonna have to delete that. What do you want? I got everything. I've got AI robots, I've got VR goggles, I got spike ball.
I want your sled, please.
No! No.
Be a shame if this went viral.
Timmy, what are we doing?
The Mercedes-Benz Winter Event. For those who never compromise.
He was pretty good this year.
The River Dragons are back in town. Be part of it this weekend as your Columbus River Dragons burn up the ice. Call 706-507-4625 or go to rdragons.com.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for boys and girls again. Hear those sleigh bells jingle, jangle, oh, what a beautiful sight. So jump in bed and cover your head, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight.
The holiday price drop starts now at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. We'd like to congratulate the LSU Tigers for being the #1 team in the nation and also the #1 team in the college football playoff brackets. The LSU Tigers will be playing the Oklahoma Sooners, the #4 Oklahoma Sooners, on December the 28th at the Peach Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go Tigers. This summer, we had the opportunity to interview Phoenix City native and the LSU running back coach, Tommy Keyman Robinson. Check this out.
Welcome back to Sports Visions. We're proud to have one of the Bi-City greats. Of course, back in the day, these kids don't know us, Coach. But anyway,
they don't know us.
Without further ado, the running back coach and assistant head football coach of LSU, Mr. Tommy Keyman Robinson. Welcome to Sports Visions.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
It's always a pleasure, man. I guess the last time we sat down was a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
We were actually down on the banks of the Chattahoochee at the Courtyard Marriott. And you know what, man, 30 years you got in this game. Over 30 years.
Over 30
that you've been
years.
coaching on the collegiate level, professional level, and you started out on the high school level. Why don't we go back in time and just bring everybody up to speed as to that process or that particular?
Oh yeah, I started on the high school level. When I got done playing football, I knew I wanted to coach, and had an opportunity to go down to Pensacola, Florida. Started out there coaching. Had a chance at my first game college at Woodham High School. Coached the first game. You play Escambia High School. They got a little running back named Emmett Smith. So I had a chance to, start out down there. Then the very next year I came here to Central, and that's when things started for me. Spent 3.5 years here at Central, and wanted to go to the college level. And I had an opportunity to go down to Troy, my alma mater, and be back then it was called restricted earnings coach, and went to University of Arkansas and as a graduate assistant, and things just started falling in place from there. Had a couple of stints at some school, went on to have opportunity coaching the professional ranks for a couple of teams, and kind of back and forth. So now I'm here at LSU. And sitting here with you, man, now.
Yeah, man, I tell you, man, it's been a tremendous journey since you were a Red Devil, of course, an outstanding player there, as well as Troy. But, this is the question that I have. Obviously, we, back in our day, obviously, we old school. The millennial athlete today is a lot different than when we coached it or were played. But how do you coach? What's the difference? What's the biggest difference you now coaching on this level and how we grew up?
Well, when we came up, you with Coach Davis and me with Coach Trey, whatever the coaches said, that was the gospel, that was it. And coaches can coach as hard as they wanted to, and kids would just keep their head down and didn't say anything, just went out and worked harder now. But now it's changed, with all the social media and all the build-up and all the hype that these kids get now. They become a little entitled, if you will. So when we get them on campus, we have to go through what we call a de-recruiting process. We got to get them back down to earth because when they come in, they are so high. Their build-up is so great. So we got to bring them back down to earth and get them back to the point, get them cultivated to the point we can coach them like Coach Wallace Davis coached you and Coach Wayne Trey, coached me. And get them back to that point. But it's a process. And believe it or not, the parents tried to get a lot more involved now than they ever did before.
Coach, in addition to that particular situation, when you talk about all of these agencies and these ratings and these systems and these stars, and again, I guess that's part of the reason why they come on campus feeling so entitled when you're a 5-star kid or you're in the top 50 or you're in the top 10 or whatever it is that they have. The thing about it is that recruiting is your lifeline. That's your blood. Right. That's what college football is all about. And everything. If you don't get the kids to play, because obviously that's what obviously keeps your jobs.
Right.
My thing is, how in the world do you go into the homes of parents? Mm-hmm. And I know you have to do this a lot, but if you've got a kid on campus that's already, maybe he's not, an upperclassman yet, but he's playing and he's doing well, and then you got to go in and get the next 5-star, the same position. Right. How in the world do you do that? I know that some coaches has done it well. Obviously, Nick Saban has done it for a long time, and how do you approach that?
Well, now it's no longer a 4-year deal. It's more when you get an athlete like that, it's going to probably be a 3-year process. So the one thing you have to do, the one thing that's important to me is I gotta have this kid as close to graduating from college as possible within 3 years. And because the good ones are probably going to stay 3. They're 3 and done. So when you go in that home, you tell, well, this kid's going to be here. You recruited 2 5-star left. Well, that kid's going to be here for 3 years. And when you get there, he has 2 years left. And so, the process continues. But, one of the things you got to let the parents know. The parents have to know that you had a kid best interest at heart, and you're going to give that kid a chance to graduate or come as close as possible within 3 years. And there's a lot of other pitches that you use, but you're absolutely right now because of all these organizations, all these recruiting companies, is blown recruiting up so much right now, and we have to deflate all of that when we go into those homes.
Another part of our old school recruiting is that, once upon a time, the coach would come into the area of the prospective prospect, and he might get in touch with some letterman or some of the boosters in the area. Right now, that game has changed. You guys get in and out, and nobody even know you're in town.
Well, you can't. You got to be so careful with that. I know, you being at coming from University of Georgia, and here in Phoenix City, Columbus area is it's tough because there's a lot of great players in this area, in the Bi-City area. But you got to be very, very careful with it, and you just got that part you have to stay away from because the NCAA is really coming down hard on us and trying to make everything an equal playing field, if you will. So, some schools, boosters are stronger than others, but they're trying so hard to make it equal, so you got to stay away from that stuff.
Coach, I know another thing that has changed is the money, finance as far as the coaches. I mean, you got defensive coordinators and offensive coordinators making over $1 million now, and I know when you started out way back when, it was nowhere near that. The head coach didn't make that kind of money.
I'll tell you what, the first full-time job that I got in college, I made $20,000 at Utah State, and they gave me a raise, $5,000. I made $25,000. I was like, oh man, I'm doing good here. And I remember being at the University of Arkansas. I was a graduate assistant, and I was working with a guy named Houston Nutt.
I remember.
And Coach Nutt was making $48,000 at that time.
Wow.
I said, boy, if I can ever get to that, if I can ever get to the point where I can make $48,000. But yeah, it has changed. Everything has changed. They're paying coaches. They're paying coaches a healthy salary, and with that comes expectation. So you're expected to do the job. There's a lot of hours involved. It's a lot of stress on your families. You got to have a wife that, if you're married, that understands. And there are times when sometimes you sacrifice some time with your kids, and all that comes into play. So you have to ask yourself, is this what I want to do? Because there's going to be a lot of time involved. They compensate you, but still there is a quality of life that you still try to have, along with all the time and effort that goes into being a college coach.
You coached in the NFL as well as you're at LSU now. What's the biggest difference? You hear a lot of different things, but you've been there, you've done that. What's the biggest difference between college and professional?
Recruiting.
Okay.
No bar. Recruiting, because football is football. We run the same plays. We teach the same thing. I don't coach running backs any different in college than I did in the National Football League. But recruiting, we can go out and we can go draft a kid in the NFL. We can, evaluate a kid. Evaluation is still the same. Evaluate a kid and say, hey, look, we need to take this kid in the first round, this kid in the second round, what have you. But, and we get it done. If we don't get that kid, we get the next kid. And we can do that over the course of a weekend. But in college, recruiting is 365 days a year. It never stops. It never ends. And recruiting has become so intense now that if you're not looking at 10th graders, you're almost behind in the game. If you don't know what's going on, especially a kid going into his junior season, you got to know. So it never stops, and it's so intense, and it's very, very, very competitive. So you got to keep finding a little edge.
Coach, you mentioned earlier that social media is a big part of this millennial class and these kids in recruiting. Obviously, I see where you guys have to, you have to Instagram and text and I mean, how do you guys manage all of that?
It's tough. It's hard because you have to manage your social media, the aspect of it, because that's where the kids are. The phone conversations are still still good. But the kids would rather text than talk. And, you know, like most young kids nowadays, that's how they are. But so the social media and communicating with those kids is totally different than it was, you know, when we was coming along. So that's a huge part of it, and it's new to me because I'm not a big social media guy, but you know, that's part of it.
Coach, lastly, I want to ask you again, obviously these people that are watching this show right now, they have no idea. You mentioned recruiting is 365 days of the year. So it's just everything about college football. Give them an idea of what your schedule is like from, you know, the start to the finish. I mean, you got a couple of weeks and you're here in town now because this is a short period of time that you have to relax with your family.
The NCAA gave us this time. But let me explain that to you. Okay, when we'll go back here and we'll get started here in July. End of July. And when that period starts, we're going into our season. Mm-hmm. The season is every day, is 7 days a week. And you're preparing to win games. We got to, you know, line up, and we're in the SEC West, which every game is a high-level competition game. Those days are probably, you know, anywhere from 15, sometime maybe 18-hour days, okay? And then you go through the season. Hopefully, you know, we want to play for a national title, which is in January. If not, then you want to play at a New Year's Six Bowl, then you'll go through that. So from July to January, it's 7 days a week. And then after that, recruiting, you know, really kicks in. In the midst of all that, you got signing day in December, and then you got another signing day coming in February. And after February, it starts all over again. It starts your junior days, and then you go right into spring football. So it never stops. And, you know, spring football spilled into spring recruiting. And then now we can have official visits during the spring. So it's just you're juggling a lot of balls in all those situations. You got spring football going on, you got spring recruiting, and you got official visits at the same time. So you're juggling a lot, and then when spring recruiting is over, camp season starts. Now you know, we did 10 camps last year.
Wow.
So it just never stops.
Well, Coach, we certainly appreciate that you were able to fit us in here, man. And
man.
Again, that was a lot of good information. I know that the community would be really appreciative of all that information. We'll take a short break. This is Sports Visions.
Hi, I'm Craig Rockenstein. I bought a Heart Raffle ticket and won a Mercedes-Benz. You can win one too.
When you purchase a ticket for the Heart Raffle, you help save lives right here in our community. Do your part in the fight against heart disease, heart attacks, and stroke. Purchase a ticket for $150 and you could be the winner of an all-new Mercedes-Benz.
Purchase your ticket today for the 2020 Mercedes-Benz of Columbus Heart Raffle. You could be one of 2 lucky winners to win a Mercedes-Benz of your dreams. Tickets are on sale now.
For all of your tire and service needs, be sure to visit Complete Tire and Service, 3109 Victory Drive in Columbus. For your convenience, we have a 20,000 square foot state-of-the-art building, premium environment to the customer. For workstations, Wi-Fi, we carry Bridgestone, Firestone, Falcon, and Continental. Our managers have over 125 combined years in the industry. We have 24/7 commercial roadside assistance, DOT inspections, complete automotive services. Our phone number is 706-940-0982. Be sure to visit Complete Tire and Service, 706-940-0982.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rosalind Murray. I'm the owner of Roz Cafe and Catering Services. I'm open 7 days a week for catering and only on Sundays for dinner. So you can come in on Sundays only to pick up your delicious meal. I'm a one-stop shop for all your catering needs for weddings, pastor anniversaries, corporate events, family reunions, anything you need catering for. Call me at 706-992-6106. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people, but when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
I'm Forrest Johnson of Forrest B. Johnson and Associates, and I want to let you know how proud we are to be a part of your community, a part of the Columbus community and the Phoenix, Alabama community. Consider us first. When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5380.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. We're joined by Richard Joyner, the General Manager of Mercedes-Benz of Columbus. Welcome to the show, Richard.
Hey, Dale, thanks for having us.
Thank you, man. Well, I know it must be Christmas time because we're talking about the Heart Raffle today. Talk to us about all the involvement that the Mercedes-Benz of Columbus has with the Heart Association.
Well, we're in our 17th year of having the Heart Raffle. We sell tickets every year. We sell 1,924 tickets. The reason being is that's when the Heart Association was founded in 1924.
Okay.
Some people don't know that. But you can buy a ticket. It's $150 and you get a chance to win a car. And we're giving away 2 cars. They're up to $50,000. And if you want something more than that, you could even pay the difference. So the best thing you can do is support a great cause, buy a ticket, and get a chance to win a car. I mean, $150, what is that, like going out to dinner with your wife and go to the movies,
That's
whatever,
right.
somewhere nice, but you get a chance to win a car you're gonna have for a long time.
So tell all the viewers out there how they can purchase their tickets, Richard.
The easiest way to do it is on our website, mercedes-benzofcolumbus.com. You can come and buy one at the dealership. We're happy to have you. Some people come in, they start looking around at the car, saying, oh, when I win, I'm gonna get that one. But, you know, the website's obviously there 24/7. You just go there, it's easy. And we have a new deal this year where it actually emails you your ticket and your receipt, so you're good to go.
Okay, cool, that's cool. And talk to me about your involvement with the American Heart Association over the years, all the things that you've done with them in the community. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, the Heart Association is something I think everybody would have interest in supporting. The more you find out about them, the more you want to support them. Every family has had somebody touched by either a heart or stroke and issues, and we just want to give back to the community. The money to educate people is just unbelievable. The CPR training, all those types of things. And just making people aware, eating healthy, trying to exercise. You can prevent a lot of things, but you know, heart attacks do still happen, so we've got to keep the fight going.
And you know, you mentioned something that's very interesting. It's not only about the heart attacks and the heart conditions, it also covers strokes.
Absolutely, they go hand in hand. I mean, it's in fact, you know, strokes are more what they call the silent killer because you don't get as many indications about that possibility. So I think that there's a lot of research being done, and we just want to get it to where the next generation of people will have less to deal with when it comes to these health issues than what our current generation is.
You know, speak to the profile, the kind of person that comes in and purchases a ticket or goes online, and really from the coverage area, how far out do you go? And you got people from Auburn to all the way Casita, Georgia. Some of the places where people come from to come in and buy tickets.
You know, whenever we put them online several years ago, we've had people from way out of state buy them. Hadn't had anybody really that was that far away win one. We've had an Auburn winner last year, a lot of Columbus winners, obviously. But it's just a neat deal because people feel like that they have a true opportunity to win something. You know, if you play the lottery, maybe, okay, every once in a while you get a scratch off or something. There's only 1,924 tickets, and there's 2 winners. So the odds are pretty good, and people like to just come in, and it's kind of a dream thing too. They see a dream car, maybe then something they could get that maybe they wouldn't ordinarily buy.
Right.
So.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: how old do you have to be to buy a ticket?
Well, you'd have to be of legal age to contract, which is 18.
Okay.
So 18 or older, you can buy the ticket.
Talk to us about the contract piece, because like just for me, for instance, I buy a ticket, I win. What are the procedures? What do I have to do after I pick up my ticket, I pick up my car?
Well, you know, obviously picking out the car, and the interesting thing is the affordability of our cars. We've got several cars that are in the 30s, so that's a great price point. And obviously you can go up from there, but picking out the car you want, you know, we hopefully will have it there, but I've brought in cars, I've ordered cars for somebody. Last year's winner waited like 2 months because he wanted to get something special, ordered a car. So we're very open-minded to the idea. We want to make it special for the winner, and that's the way we do it. Now, there are taxes involved. Anytime you win something, you're going to have some tax. You got the federal tax. I think it's 24% of the value of the car.
Okay.
And then you have your local sales tax. But what we do is we find a way to make it easy. Sometimes people will come in and they'll write a check for the tax. Now, if you like working guys like me and Dale here,
that's right.
We might need to finance a tax. So don't sweat that part. I've even had people trade in a car to cover the tax. So you just never know. We'll figure that part out. That's not hard.
You know, you all are so nice about the situation by giving away the car. Even though you don't win a car out of those 2 cars, you got some other things that you can do also. 10 people can get $500 gas card?
Yeah, the final 10 get a $500 gas card. That's significant right there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But if you really wanted to just reach out to our viewing audience, tell them how important it is to pay this $150 to buy a ticket. I mean, because you got to buy a ticket to win.
You got to buy a ticket to win. Now, what typically happens is we get in overdrive going into late December and in January. Most of the tickets are sold this time of year. A lot of people buy them for Christmas presents to give people, stocking stuffers. And it's kind of a fever pitch, and everybody always thinks, oh, well, I'll just buy one at the last minute. I'll jump in there. I've had people think, well, if I'm the last ticket, maybe I'll be the last one that goes in, so I'll get the first one that gets pulled out. I mean, we shake that thing up so many times. That'll never happen.
Right.
But we don't ever like to disappoint people, and we have people that after we sell out, they'll call or come in and say, I'm here to get my ticket, and we have to say, I'm sorry, we've already sold out. So don't be on that end of it. Be on the, hey, I'm going to get in early, I'm going to get my ticket and get it now. And it's just a great opportunity.
Tell our viewing audience what date it will be and where they can, where they can purchase their tickets. And since y'all doing so much renovation, you might want to get an address again over at Mercedes-Benz of Columbus.
Yeah, we're on Veterans Parkway, 7470 Veterans Parkway, right past the Whittlesey shopping area. We did a complete renovation. It's complete now. Love to have people come out and visit the showroom and check us out. It's so easy to buy the tickets online, but we'll welcome you in person if you want to come buy one there.
And the date is?
January 25th is when we're going to give away the 2 cars. And we'll have a nice event. You do not have to be present to win. We'd love to have you though. It's nice when you pull that final ticket and the person's there and they go crazy. But if you're not there, we'll call you. But the event will be at the dealership that day. It's on a Saturday, and we'll make it special.
All right. There you have it. Richard Joyner, the general manager of Mercedes-Benz of Columbus. We'll be right back.
Should planning your travel be more stressful than staying at home? Of course not. Here at Lumpkin Travel, our VIP service makes traveling easy and fun. Girls Trip! We've helped serve thousands of people and families experience their dream vacation by taking the hassle out of travel.
Thank you.
We book your flight, reserve your hotel, and make sure you have a stress-free vacation so you can enjoy every moment of it.
Thank you.
We even help you choose different activities that you're guaranteed to enjoy.
Brookhampton!
And the best part is, we find you the best price at no extra charge for you. Actually, 95% of customers save money and time by booking with Lumpkin Travel. So start thinking about your dream vacation. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, we'll make it happen for you. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Call today or log on and set up your vacation of a lifetime with Lumpkin Travel, your travel agent for life.
For all of your tire and service needs, be sure to visit Complete Tire and Service, 3109 Victory Drive in Columbus. For your convenience, we have a 20,000 square foot state-of-the-art building, premium environment to the customer. For workstations, Wi-Fi, we carry Bridgestone, Firestone, Falcon, and Continental. Our managers have over 125 combined years in the industry. We have 24/7 commercial roadside assistance, DOT inspections, complete automotive services. Our phone number is 706-940-0982. Be sure to visit Complete Tire and Service, 706-940-0982.
E&S Men's Clothing Warehouse has been your most trusted name in men's fashion for more than 50 years. We've offered the area's best selection of top quality, name brand suits, accessories, and casual wear at the most competitive prices around. Customer service is our top priority. We're the professionals generations have trusted for the best quality and absolutely the best deals. We are E&S Men's Clothing Warehouse. We are simply the best.
Come into Chester's Barbecue for our world-famous mouth-watering ribs, smoked fresh on our grill daily. Or try one of our barbecue pork plates with fresh sides. Chester's has delicious sandwich combos to choose from that are sure to please. We also serve tempting home-cooked favorites. And don't forget to take home your own bottle of great sauce. Chester's Barbecue, serving the best food at the best price, with 3 locations to serve you.
We think you would really shine in the Aflac program.
Aflac? Coach Saban, we have health insurance.
Did health insurance pay for everything?
No. We still have bills.
Aflac gives you money directly to help with those.
Aflac?
And your deductibles, knee brace, whatever you choose.
Aflac sounds like a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
We try.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at Aflac.com.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. If the NFL started today and the playoff picture would look like this, you'll have coming out of the North, you would have the Baltimore Ravens. Out of the East, you would have the New England Patriots. Out of the South, you would have the Houston Texans. And out of the West, you would have the Kansas City Chiefs. The wild card teams would be the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's going to look out for a good AFC Championship weekend. And then if coming out of the NFC, you would have, coming out of the West, you would have the Seattle Seahawks, or it's so tight, you might have the San Francisco 49ers. Coming out of the South, you'll have the New Orleans Saints. Coming out of the North, you would have the Green Bay Packers. And coming out of the East, can you believe this? The Dallas Cowboys. Wow. That's going to be interesting. The wild card teams would be either the Minnesota Vikings or the 49ers or the Seahawks. Look out for a great Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl will be in Miami, Florida this year. Looking for the Baltimore Ravens playing against the San Francisco 49ers. Going to be an interesting Super Bowl. We'll be right back.
Coach Saban convinced us. We're committing to Aflac.
Why Aflac? Because health insurance doesn't always pay at all.
Aflac!
After surgery, we had extra bills, follow-up visits, deductibles. We thought health insurance had us covered for everything, but it didn't.
Aflac gives you money directly to help you with those things.
I want to thank my wife, my mom, the duck.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at Aflac.com.
I'm John Wells. I purchased a Heart Raffle ticket and won a Mercedes, and you can too.
We'd like to thank you. Because of you, over 11,000 local citizens have been trained in hands-only CPR through the American Heart Association.
So continue to help us educate our local communities by purchasing your tickets today.
Purchase your ticket today for the 2020 Mercedes-Benz of Columbus Heart Raffle. You could be one of 2 lucky winners to win a Mercedes-Benz of your dreams. Tickets are on sale now.
Epic battles, wicked shots, and a lot of attitude. Bring on the heat. The River Dragons are back in town. It's not a game. It's medieval. We'll sell you the entire seat, but you only need the edge. Be part of it this weekend as your Columbus River Dragons burn up the ice. Call 706-507-4625 or go to rdragons.com.
And that's all the time we have for today. But don't forget to tune in to 92.1 FM for the Sports Visions radio show. Let DJ and I get you where you need to go in the world of sports, talking about all your topics and the best in sports in this town. Again, we'd like to thank you all for watching. Happy holidays from Sports Visions, from your family to ours. Have a good day.